me start the orientation for introduction to microeconomics at School of International Liberal Studies for fall semester. My name is Takeshi Daimon, your instructor for this semester. And I will spend 50 minutes and now in the course of language in English, and the next 50 minutes in Japanese, the same contents, and the rest of the half an hour will be English or other languages for individual questions and answers. So the first half an hour, I just try to explain. But if you have any questions, you can leave for the moment your questions in the chat section so that I can address them later on. After that, I will allow you to release the mute microphone after 2 sessions, short sessions. So the purpose of this orientation, since most of you are new to the school as well, so I would like to get you familiarized with the basics of this school and the nature of the course. And so I think I want to start with sharing screens that I have copy pasted from my syllabus, and I hope this can be seen in your screen. This part has been recorded, so the Q&A section will not be recorded. I will stop recording after the main section. Anyway. So this is self-explanatory. So this is part of the economics discipline courses. And you don't have to come on specific time period because as it says, it's full on demand, no restrictions. And some microeconomics and the rest is self-explanatory. Then you can actually look at this, but I would switch my camera to the second camera. Yes, this is a textbook. I think I'm showing this. I'm showing on the main screen the syllabus, and this one is the text, and in the original version, and this is the translated version in Japanese. So let's go ahead. So in terms of contents, I follow closely the textbook, and we meet 15 sessions in Moodle. Textbook, if I may enlarge a little bit, I had changed the main textbook changed. I mean, this is my the first time I used this textbook. Previously, I was using for nearly 15 or so years in this course, in this class, Mankyu. But I thought the Mankyu text needs to be updated. but basically, what's in there is the same. But this is simply a difference in taste. And I used to know the one of the authors through my other expertise, which is he is the author of this book, Why Nations Fell, a worldwide bestseller. And the same author has contributed to this book, and I wanted to see his way of teaching micro, and that's one of the reasons. So Asmoglu is development economics, together with the two other authors, and there is a problem actually about this textbook already. Problem is that originally I intended this course to be offered as a face-to-face type of face-to-face in class, but since the current situation is not fully recovered in terms of the pandemic, well, I think personally, I don't think we need to be more strict from now on, but nevertheless, the university policy says it's not fully open yet. So as far as this course is concerned, it is on demand. And so that has caused a little bit of problems in terms of the textbook availability from the university bookstore. I originally ordered the textbook available to be the 100 books, 100 or 120 also books, which is the maximum number of students registered in course. But actually, for now, for the first registration, I have 230 registered students. So if you do a simple calculation, there are 120 also missing. And of course, I immediately reordered the additional 130 textbook from the University Corp. But they say it takes up to 3 weeks for them to get this book. But I don't want you to stay away from the textbook for the 3 weeks. So I have a couple of suggestions for you to get the textbook. Of course, if you are lucky, you can get the first 100. But if you are, I will switch the screen. Let me switch the screen. If you're a little bit unlucky, they told you that. Okay, I think I'm sharing your screen of the Amazon.com.co.jp. If you get it from Amazon, actually you can get slightly, less expensively, and you can get second hand, much less expensive, and or you can get Kindle, which is about this price range in Amazon. So 8,000 or 7,000 yen. If you go to the university bookstore, and this is a trick. Well, you see, this is already some price 300 or so yen higher than Amazon. Well, nevertheless, but what I was saying is that I ordered this. They ordered this for us, 100 books, and they are out of order soon. So please look at the first another course, but they're using the same textbook from School of Economics and Political Science. so that's one of the motivation, and one other motivation why I wanted to switch my textbook from Mankyu to this, because this school, by the way, from where I originally graduate, uh, uses the same textbook. No, sorry. That's totally wrong. This is a macro. You cannot click on that. Sorry. I thought this is micro, but that's totally wrong. And that was probably previous semester. They are using micro, but macro. No, that's totally different. Intro, but no. Sorry, excuse me. Let me say the right thing. They are teaching introduction to macro, and we are doing introduction to micro, but we are actually using the same textbook, Economics Global Edition, because if you look at this textbook, in the this is comprehensive in terms of micro and macro. And then if you look at this, the table of contents of this global edition, it has chapters 1 to chapters 1 to 18 covering micro issues, and 19 to chapters 29 macro issues. So actually we are simply using the first half of this book. And incidentally, if you're taking this course from School of Political Economy, and you can still use this textbook, but for the second half of the textbook, for macro issues. So I was right, and the conclusion doesn't change. I mean, they are using it for another course, but we are using the text. So point is well taken. So if you see this textbook missing, you can click on that, the first one, if you want to purchase from the co-op. So you don't have to wait 3 weeks. Or you can go and get the paperback version, which is 1,000 cheaper, but the remaining 3 items for now. Or Kindle version, which is nearly the same price as co-op book. Kindle is handy, and we are doing this on demand. So I also purchased Kindle, which is okay. So that's a textbook issue. If you have a comments or questions or concerns, I welcome your questions, etc. But let me finish, and that's the textbook issue. So in summary, go as a teacher, as a professor of Waseda, I recommend you to go to Waseda University Co-op. Click on that, but they are available only for 100, while the registered students is double. So in that case, just click on the other one, same textbook, or more cheaply, paperback from Amazon.co.jp or Kindle. Okay, so that you don't have to wait for 3 weeks. And now let's come back to the syllabus. So that's it. And then one of the things that needs to be explained as a first point is the grading policy, that you have to take it seriously for your graduate school job hunting purposes. And so I follow syllabus. I follow syllabus. So exam 50%. There's no paper. No, there's no paper. But there are some weekly assignments through Moodle. and contributions to the Moodle discussions or Moodle questions on specific things I occasionally ask. So Moodle is a main platform for us. So let's go to the Moodle. I think you already done that, but let me do that in a different, in my own platform. So what you have to do now is to look at, please take a look at this, how you should take your course. And the course material will not be accessible till tomorrow. And what you have to do is to follow them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then every 2 to 3 weeks, you'll be asked to take a review quiz for chapters you have studied. This is part of the, this is not an exam, but part of the assignment. And but you can you can as I said earlier, you can do it as whenever you want to do that. And but there are several gateways or the time due date you have to respect. So I set 3 sort of gateways or 3 due dates. One is October, end of October, next month, 1 month from now. The other one is end November and December. So by these 3 due dates, you are expected to finish chapters. And this section, I mean, from your side, maybe this is, none of them are visible because it's the instructor's view. And well, previously I was not showing anything, but this is a textbook, by the way. Sorry about that. And this is a textbook we are referring to. And now I think I'm showing the Moodle. So from tomorrow, from tomorrow you can watch the contents of chapter 1, and you can now look at the PowerPoint for chapter 1. Even now you can take a look. Then if you are done with it, I would ask you to do some problems from chapter 1. And then if you're done, submit your answers in this folder. And once you submit your answers, you can open answer key or suggested solutions. You can open only after you submit your answers in the box. And then some sort of survey, self-evaluation, if you have understood, if you have questions, and please write it here about each chapter you studied. I skip chapter 2 for self-study. This one is important, but it's not worth spending much time. And so skipping chapter 2, chapter 3 is the next. The same process, same steps take chapter 4, 5, 6. Up to chapter 5, you are will repeat the thing. Watch the movie, read the text, then answer questions, and submit under self grade. And in October 14, tentatively though, I will have optional sessions for the old chapters 1 to 5. And because on this timing, right after this timing, I will have a first review quiz. on chapters 1 to 5. So this is one cool, and second cool is up to chapter 10. I will do the same thing, and then end of the year, December, you'll finish chapter 15. After the year end, well, there are still 3 chapters remaining, but these are chapter 16 to 18, which is which is special topic. So I don't know if I will. I would expect you to spend time the same time as earlier chapters, but we'll do up to 15 at least. Chapter 15. We review materials for final exam to be updated. And yeah, and then that's it. Yeah, I already spent more time than I wanted. Yeah, this is English section of the orientation. As I said, I will do the same thing in Japanese student. I mean, for the fresh year students who haven't taken any course from SILS in English. There are some of them. So let me quickly do the same thing. Yeah, by the way, textbook is this one is edition 2018, but I know earlier one is 2015. That's fine. It doesn't. If there is a slight change in terms of text, in terms of problem sets, etc., I will make a copy and upload it in the Moodle sections for any updates. But I don't see any major updates. So secondhand Kindle or any language versions is fine. For instance, now what I'm going to explain it for Japanese language textbook like this is fine. And let me see. Let me do the same thing in Japanese, but I don't know. Let me, 10 minutes maybe left. 5 to 10 minutes maybe. 日本語で少し。日本語で説明するので、if you don't speak Japanese, please bear with me for the 5, 10 minutes. この日本語でこの中で、日本語を理解する人はちょっと挙手ボタンを。まあ大丈夫ですかね。はい。はい、ありがとうございます。これレコーディングをしているので、そのオーディエンスにも向けています。これについてはもう先ほどシラバスの通りやりますということで、オンデマンドでやります。で、フルオンデマンドなので、何曜日に来てくださいということはないです。ミクロ経済、マクロ経済の中のミクロ経済。今、ここの、教科書を示してますけど、これはこの教科書の一部を、半分を日本語にしたもの。ミクロの、18チャプターを、前半のチャプターを日本語にしたもので、同じ、後半はマクロ経済学ということで売ってます。ちなみにこの値段は3800円だから英語版より安いです。半分ぐらいの値段で。これでも大丈夫です。これを使っていいですか？これただの2015年版を元にしているような気がするんですよね、多分。ですけど、古いやつでも OK。そうですね。あんまり今のところあれはダメ、これはダメということでは、あれなんで、こちらでもいいですよっていう。いずれ英語で勉強するでしょうから、これは服というか、これは持っといた方がいいと思いますよね。これは服として。で、 で、先ほど言ったように、テキストブック、この英語ね、ですね、すごく問題があって、100しか正教本屋には来てないという、100名をマックスの受講者に考えたんですが、230名ぐらいの登録者が今のところですね、いますので、それを、そのためには、さっきも言ったようなサイト、amazon.com とか、え早稲田大学生協ね、生協ではあるけど、ちょっとずるというか、えーまあ、裏技としては、下のこの本来のね、コース番号で注文できなくなるでしょう。100名、100しか確保してないので、230名の中で。ですから、その場合には、この上の方、同じ教科書で、別の学部でやってます。これをクリックしても同じことです。同じもの、同じ値段で同じこと。まあ、ただ、上の先生がちょっと、まあ、若干こもるかもしれない。ただ、これ、冬クォーターって書いてあるので、今すぐ困らせることはないと思いますね。なので、あの、冬っていうのは確か12月ぐらいから始まるんでしょうかね。まあ、いずれにしても上をクリックしても同じものが来ます。あるいは、Amazon はまあもうちょっと安いですよって。まあ、安いけど残り3点って書いてありますね。ペーパーバッグ。あるいは Kindle バージョン、は8800円。8900円。これでもいいですよっていう。まあ、だからいろんな手立てで、入手することは可能です。セカンドハンドでも大丈夫だし、もっとこのバージョンね、アーリアバージョンっていうのかな。こちらのバージョンでも大丈夫。これは2015年バージョン。これも安いですけどね。このバージョンでも、大丈夫です。まあ安いに越したことはない。いろんなまあ買い方はあるので、どれでも大丈夫ということですね。で、もう一回、最後に簡単に、グレーディングポリシーのことについて戻りますと、その成績評価ですね。で、まあ、さっき Moodle で英語で説明したようなことですけれども、ファイナルエグザム、このペーパーっていうのはペーパーというよりは、このペーパーではなくて、どういうふうに表せるのか。ペーパーっていうことではなくて、ウィークリーアサイメントとか、レビュークイズとか、そういったところで、2、3週に1回、今のところ10月の15日ぐらいが1回目のレビュークイズ。まあ15っていうか10月の、まあ、15から後半にかけて、2回目が11月の後半、3回目が12月の後半。まあ、これはあくまでもアサイメントの1個なので、エグザムではない。それから contributions to、Moodle。これは、Moodle に書かれている、もの、このムードに書かれているいろんなことがあるんですけど、そこに今書いてないですけど、このディスカッションフォーラムとかね、まあ、今あるのは Survey on Study、こういったアンケート、こういったものに積極的に参加してくださいということですね。これが Contribution。今はただのサーベイ、アンケートですけど、たまにこの何々のディスカッションについて、どう思いますかっていう、まあ、任意で答えてもらうような問いもあるので、そこに積極的に答えてもらうっていうのがさっきのコントリビューション10になりますね。はい。もう12時30分。だから、まあ、日本語のセクション終わりですね。それで、一応